All right, today we're going to do a proof using segment congruence. All right, so we're going to be given this picture, all right, where we have basically segments in a figure that looks like a letter V. We are given three different things. X is the midpoint of SY, and Z is the midpoint of YF. And then we also know XY is congruent to YZ. What we're trying to prove, our final statement needs to be that line segment ZF is congruent to line segment SX. All right, so we're going to start. Again, we have our statement here. And then we have our reason. Okay, so every time we write a statement, we need a reason. So we're going to start off with all of the given. All right, so we're going to say X is midpoint of SY. Z is midpoint of YF. And XY is congruent to YZ. I'm going to put these line segment bars over there. They should have been there, but we'll get that. That's all right. All right, so the reason for this is number one. The reason is just given. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to break down some of these. All right, and we're going to look for this. Now, once I say midpoint, we always talk about we need to turn that midpoint into an actual equation or a congruent statement. So number two is going to be SX is congruent to XY. We're also going to put something else in there. All right, we're going to do the other one. YZ is congruent to ZF. All right, the reason for this is just definition of midpoint. All right, I put those on the same level just because they are the same exact reason. The next one we're going to do is use that given that they have, XY is congruent to YZ. So on this one, we're going to have XY is congruent to YZ. And that's going to be given. All right, now that we pulled everything out that we can get, we get all the equations that we need, all that stuff, we are going to start building things. In this case, we're going to use some transitive property. So we have SX is congruent. Let me change colors. SX is congruent. And in this case, we're going to say YZ. All right, we have basically SX is congruent to XY. XY is congruent to YZ. So we're taking the middle out. So number 4, the reason for number 4 is going to be transitive. All right. Now we are going to do the same thing, but for number 5, we're going to say SX is congruent. And now we can say ZF. All right, in this case, we're going to use SX equals YZ. So SX equals YZ. YZ equals ZF. So we can put those together using our transitive property again, number 5. Transitive. And then we can flip them. We're trying to prove ZF is congruent to SX. So number 6, line segment ZF is congruent to line segment SX. This is symmetry. Symmetric property. Oh, misspelled it. And that's it.